First of all, Nakuru is not a real city. Tell me why. I'm just in the market, doing my thing. I went to shop for stuff. Like I told you yesterday, I went to shop for some work uniform, okay? And then, you know how crowded the market usually is. So everyone is just trying to squeeze in. Suddenly, I feel someone kissing me on my cheek. I turn around and I see this particular guy who's trying to squeeze himself through this crowd while he's going away. But while he's going away, he keeps peeping behind to see what I'm doing or how I reacted, okay? And it turns out that this guy, he's a beba. By beba, I mean, you see these guys who carry luggages in the market. For example, maybe you've gone to the market, you've bought some stuff and it's bulky and you need someone maybe to transport it or carry it for you to the car, or, the people who do that work. Yeah. So this is one of the guys who did that. And I was like, you know what? And people around there were laughing. I know it's a bit annoying, but somehow it was funny. That was hella funny. Some people out here are just insane. There is a lot of comedy happening out here. Anyways, how have you guys been doing? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Claire and I'm coming to you live from Nakuru, Kenya. Yeah, so I'm getting ready for work and I'm running late, but I had intended to do this video and I have to do it. So we'll just rush through, guys. And today's video is about culture shocks that I've experienced in Nakuru city. So for me, I'm new in this city. I've been born and bred in Eldoret city. That's like 3 hours away from this place, like 3 hours drive away from this place. I've never lived in this city. Most of the time I've been in this city is when I was just passing by to go to Nairobi city. But this is the first time I've actually lived in this city, and I've seen a lot of different stuff from where I've been living, and I felt like it would be good for me to come and just talk about these things with you guys on here, because I believe that every city has different people and they all have their own different ways of doing stuff. So I just want to share with you guys what I have personally gone through in this setting. We are going to talk about that while I do my makeup and get ready for work. Yeah. So I had written down some points so that I don't forget, because they're around like 6 points and I don't want to forget any of them. So number one, this city is very clean and organized, guys. Back in my city, the government employs only people who clean the city center. But in this place, the cleaners proceed, like, it's not only in the city center, but they come towards the estates as well. These walkways and pathways that we have maybe from the main road, and then there's these pathways here. Trees are planted around them, and sometimes these trees are, not sometimes, most times these trees shade leaves. Yeah, and sometimes the grass has grown a bit longer. You'll find people tending to that, and it's just so clean and organized. Another thing is that the public parks that they have here, wow, fantastic. For example, like Nyayo Gardens, that place is so cool. If I compare it to the garden that we have back home, so usually that garden is, okay, it gets cleaned, but it gets dirtied really quickly because they don't control people who get in there. So you'll find hawkers there, you'll find street kids there, people who just don't have anything to do, they'll just be there. But the gardens here, they control people who get in. You'll not find hawkers in there. That place is hella clean. It's so clean, And then what else? It has Wi-Fi, it has water, and then like the place is just controlled and very organized. And the people you'll find mostly there, you'll not find street kids and people who have nothing to do. It's mostly people who maybe had things to do in town and they have just gone there to rest for a while before they proceed. Or maybe some people who are working within the city center and they are on breaks, so they just go and relax there and get a bit of fresh air before they get back to work again. For that is really commendable. I really love that. I'm finding it hard to start my makeup and talk at the same time. Anyways, let me just begin with this, guys, as we proceed. So the next thing is friendly people. oh my goodness, people here are so friendly. Like, you know, most times when I take walks to work, because from here to my workplace is not that far, most of the time when I take these walks, or I'm just going to town doing my own stuff, 95% of the people I meet on the way will say hi. That is not so common in where I come from, you know. Yeah, so 95% of people will say hi. They're so vibrant, they're so friendly. Like, if I tell you the amount of friends I've made in that short time, guys, it's crazy. It's really crazy, and I love it. So another thing is, you know, we have the city center here, and then we have estates. So in the estates, some estates, not some, I think it's even most of them, they have these really big shopping centers. Like, someone could even survive a whole year without going to the city center, because everything you need is in the estate. Like, they have supermarkets, they have local markets where they sell groceries, they sell clothing. Yeah, and by that clothing, mtumba, they have thrifting and stuff like that, you know. Like, everything you need is there. They are really big shopping centers. I hope you understand what I mean by that, guys. Let me just finish applying this as we continue. So, another thing is, there's a lot of restaurants and accommodation businesses here. And I understand the reason for that, okay? Because this, usually Nakuru, like I told you before, if you have watched my past vlogs, this, I feel like, is the center of Kenya, because people traveling to different cities in Kenya have to have a layover here. So that is why there's a lot of restaurants and accommodation business. Even when you move away from the city center, or on your way on the highway while going to Nairobi, like, you'll find a lot of restaurants as well. So it's, for this place, it's easy to survive without even going to the city center, because you have restaurants there, you have accommodation, you basically have everything around you. Especially if you don't work close to the city center, then there is really no need. Like, for me, I rarely visit the city center because my workplace I don't have to get to the city center, and then, you know, like, I just have everything around me here. Another thing is, people here on Sundays, almost 98% of the people go to church, you know, and most businesses don't open on Sunday in the mornings. Probably until in the afternoon is when you'll find them open, but from morning until 1, most of the people have gone to church. Like, most of them, 98% of the people, guys, you know. And there's even, you know, where I live, like close to where I live, there's a whole street that just has churches. Like, it's a church, from church to church to church to church. Like, these churches neighbor themselves, and they are different denominations. I found that really crazy. In fact, when I'm going to work today, I'll take a video of that and attach it here so that you guys can see. You'll find that we have Jehovah Witness, which is being neighbored by which other church? PCA, and then neighbored by a different denomination. Like, yeah. So let me just, when I'm going to church, not when I'm going to church, when I'm going to work, I'll take a video of that and pin it here for you guys to see. So guys, that is what I'm talking about. You see, there is Lanet Church over there, followed by a Jehovah Witness church next to it. Yeah. Next to that, there is Mountain of Deliverance Church. I don't know if you guys can see that closely. And then after Mountain of Deliverance Church, we have the Kenya Assemblies of God right next to it. So that's the Kenya Assemblies of God Church. Yeah, that's basically it. So I'm on my way to work. This is how this place looks like. I love this pathway a lot. There's less distractions. And then that's the highway that goes to Nairobi. Yes. And then just a few meters from that, we have the Fountain of Grace Family Church. You see that? And then next to it, we have this other church. You see? I'm sure you guys can see that. Guys, you know, in my head I'm just wondering, you know, on Sundays all these churches use public address system, so there must be a lot of noise and chaos on these streets on Sunday, you know, like it's, for me honestly, it's crazy, because if every other church is going to use a speaker and all these churches are neighbors, how does it work? I don't get it. So guys, I just have to rush through and do my makeup, because if I hadn't done this video while making up for work, I would not have done this video at all. So like, I just have to multitask. And another point is that bed sitters are more expensive than one bedroom houses. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. And I asked why that's like that, especially around the city center, maybe let's say 5 kilometers away from the city center. So the bed sitters are more expensive than one bedroom houses because they say that bed sitters are on a higher demand than one bedroom houses. Honestly, for me, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Yeah. By bed sitters, I mean, okay, for those people who live abroad, bed sitters means studio apartments. You know, the rooms where you just have a room and then there's a toilet somewhere there, but everything is in one room, like the kitchen, the bedroom, like, yeah, I know you guys understand what I mean by that. So those ones are usually expensive here than the one bedroom houses. I don't understand how someone would prefer to live in a bed sitter and not a one bedroom. Anyway, I don't know, people are different, so that's just my opinion, you know. And those are 6 points already, guys. So far, that is what I have noticed. But in case any one of you is watching this video and you're from Nakuru or you've ever lived in this city, you feel free to comment what other thing you feel like I've forgotten to mention, you know. But I'm still new here. I know I'll find more. So yeah, this is just what I've just discovered until now. What else am I? So I'm just gonna put on my lashes, guys. Give me a second to concentrate and put on my lashes, then I'll be back. Okay? So guys, I'm back. Almost done. I'm really getting late for work, you know, and seems like it's going to rain. I'm getting late for work. And guys, one thing before I finish, and do you know, some people who are born here, they don't really like this place, because I was interacting with one, not even one, some people a couple of guys and a couple of ladies, and they were like, you know what, this place is not a good place, it's kind of a village and stuff like that. And in my head I'm like, wow, people really have different perspectives, but for me it works well for me. I can't complain. Yeah, guys, let me just finish up with this and rush to work. Let me know what you think about this video. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please make sure you do. Yeah, so that we can keep interacting. I'm just going to keep on straightening this hair and then I'll leave shortly in like 5 minutes. So thank you guys for sticking with me until this end. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.